When men start having more options than the modern, strong, and independent women in the dating market.
Are attracted to more women in comparison to women to men.
I think
That's
controversially, I think
so
women
wrong.
on the
No,
whole,
honestly.
There's more women on earth than there is men.
and I think
Yeah,
the average
so-
women, on average, women are more attractive than men.
Yes, I can agree
So,
with that.
So
there's
then you
more-
have
so
more
you're
you have more
likely to
options of
find
all
them
your
attractive.
friends being hot
But it
in
doesn't
comparison
mean-
to the flip
It
side.
doesn't mean we do more of the liking.
No, I
You
think
guys
that
are way more quiet with it.
I said that no, I think that men are attracted to more of their friends than women are attracted to their male
Because their friends are less
Hell
attractive.
to the no. Women are taking their friends' men.
That's a different
You know-
story.
Because there's not enough men.
That is fair.
In a lot of ways, like women are leveling up in terms of our education, our careers. We are becoming more picky, which is a good thing. So they may think they have this illusion based off of just the numbers they see, but from a quality perspective, a lot of these women don't want them either. And so I think remembering that you have power and you have agency is important.
Into today's topic, who do you guys think got more options when it comes to dating? Is it women or is it men? Me personally, I think that's a loaded question because it's going to depend on a bunch of different things. And this is a topic that is starting a whole bunch of conversation and discussion online. So let's get right into it.
Men absolutely have more options than women when it comes to dating. So I saw a TikTok on here from another creator talking about how there are plenty of beautiful women everywhere, but coming across a very handsome man is really rare. And I could not agree any more with that creator. I come across beautiful women every single day, not only just online, but also in real life. However, coming across a very attractive man probably once every 8 months. And I know looks are not everything, but attraction is what catches the eye first before you get to know someone. And not only just about looks, right? Not only do I come across beautiful women every day, these women are established and doing very well for themselves. However, I just feel like coming across a man that not only looks good, but is doing well for himself financially and is emotionally intelligent is very, very rare. Hence why I say men have more options when it comes to quality women than women have in terms of quality men.
I think maybe we've dealt with this topic before because this is just maybe looking at it from a different perspective. But it's just about like who's the prize. I mean, there are a lot of people that have talked about men being the prize. So I think it just goes back to that. You know, that answers the question. You know, if you're gonna be just fine saying now that, oh no, there are more women attracted to few percentage of men, it's just you saying that men are the prize, which is it's always been the thing, it has always been the thing that is being said, because you find that a high value man who have so many women attracted to him, so many women wanting to be with him. But for a beautiful woman, it's not like that, because there are so many beauties out there. So beauty is not a rare thing, but being a high value man is a rare thing. It's not just something you find all the time, because there are so many men that haven't yet built themselves up. But there are so many beautiful women who are just born.
What dating today feels like. There's one really smart, handsome, attractive guy, and then like 10 amazing women per man. I'm not on dating apps anymore, but when I was, you just know like the women to male ratio of like amazing women is just always so outnumbered. And then also I'm a Christian, so it's like I just saw this video where she was like, why are women outnumbering men in the church? I'm just like, I don't know, like that is how like the dating market is felt to me. Just like the job market, there are not enough good jobs for the number of people that are educated and want to be employed. And I'm not saying like there's not enough good men, I just feel like I see more women that are ready to get married, that have their stuff together, than I come across men who aren't already married or already in relationships. And so I think reality TV, it feels more like reality. Especially when it comes to these shows like The Bachelor, 4 Months a Wife, Love is Blind. It feels so much more realistic than like just watching one couple one-on-one date. Like today, it just literally feels like, I know a lot of women talk about having rosters. I personally don't believe in that. It's just not my thing. But I personally feel like men have so much like advantage and leverage in this dating time, just because there's just so many great dateable women right now, just marrying women, like women that anyone would want to be with.
I don't think I like the fact that a lot of these women keep saying that there's a lot of quality women out here. And for a lot of guys like me, I don't really believe that there's a lot of quality women out here. But I think women don't look at quality the way men do. Women always give themselves high grades. A lot of these women are average. Men don't look at beauty like the way another woman does. A lot of women would just say this woman is beautiful, but like she got on makeup. I can't really tell if she's beautiful, but they would say she's beautiful, she's a baddie. They always got to give themselves extra points. So for what I see when I'm out and about, I see a bunch of average women as well. A lot of people do look average, but that's just another example of the fact that women always love to label themselves everything but average.
Good morning. Now let me say this really quick because I feel like people need to hear it, especially my younger people, okay, in their early 20s, mid-20s, whatever. You do not have that many options. Sorry. Hate to break it to you. All the options that you think you have, you don't. Okay? Men and women. This goes for both sexes. Okay? And when I say that many options, I mean when you have someone that likes you and you like them and y'all like each other and y'all want to do this thing together, then you guys need to focus on doing it together. Okay? Because anybody that you're going to date is going to come with some type of problem that you're probably not going to like them most days. And I hear when you get married, you probably ain't going to stand there most days, but you got to learn to overcome that. You do not have that many options, and social media has the illusion of thinking that just because somebody slid in your DMs, okay, that you got options. And the options is for them to sleep with you, okay? And leave you in distress and have you shaking and crying. Do you get what I'm saying to you? You do not have that many options as you think you do. So, if you want to continue to keep sleeping with people, running up your body count, running up your trauma and everything else that comes with it, then that's your business, okay? But don't be crying, sad, and mad when you really want to be a wife or you really want to be a husband and you can't find that because social media has you thinking you have that many options. In reality, you don't actually have any, okay? So you better just stick with the person that likes you. You better just make it work with the person that likes you. That's all I got to say about it. You do not have that many options as you think you do. And you're not missing out on anything by settling down. You're not missing out on anything. I don't care what nobody tells you. Ain't nothing wrong with being married. Ain't nothing wrong with being in a beautiful union. Okay? It's just in our society, black people, y'all think y'all too young to be married, but y'all ain't too young to do other things. And that's just mind-boggling to me. I was raised by my mom, who's married, who has always been married my whole life. Marriage was always pushed onto me that marriage is a beautiful thing. But then I grew up and realized how beautiful marriage really is. So I said all that to say this. Marriage is a beautiful thing. There's nothing wrong with being married and being happily married. There's nothing wrong with sticking it out and making it work with someone. You do not have as many options as you think you do. If someone likes you, you need to like them back. And long as it's mutual, okay? It ain't got to be this hard. But y'all make it be that hard. Stop running up your body count. Stop getting all that trauma. Stop creating all this illusion of thinking that you have more than what you actually have. Because you don't.
Okay, so for some time now, she's the only lady I've seen that's not delusional about the dating market. She realizes that most of the women are delusional and they keep on telling themselves that they are the prize, and they have so many options because they are getting a lot of DMs. And she's clarified on the DMs that most of those DMs, it's not men that want to keep you or that want to marry you. It's men that just want your body. That's all. And that's a reality of things. And most of times women do realize this when they've maybe reached 30-something, they've hit a wall. All those guys that showed some seriousness, maybe wanting to be with them, they friend zoned those guys, and now like they've just hit a wall. They can't defeat it. The war just hit them in the face. And that's when they realize that they really never even had options at all. And they try to go back for the guys like the friend zone. And those guys now are going for the younger women because they've managed to build themselves up and they've got the resources. And then they start bashing younger women and they become toxic, saying, oh no, men are predators. Why are they going for the younger women and all that kind of thing? No, women haven't yet fully developed. Why? Because they allowed themselves to be delusional, and at the same time they've continued being delusional. So the dating market is not as easy. There are these universal laws. Once you go against them, you're gonna be, you will regret for the rest of your life not finding that guy that likes you earlier on.
Usually, for the most part, men who have a lot of female options, they're not really fond of giving women grace, being patient, or compromising with said woman or women that they're dealing with. Most of the time, these are younger men, like 20s, 30s, they're still in their prime and following their purpose, right? But what do you really expect? And I'm not giving too much of an excuse, but we're just being realistic here. What do you expect from a man that's attractive, on his purpose, like I said, coming across women who really don't challenge him? And when I say challenge, not to be combative in a negative way, but to let you know, like, hey, I get it, you that guy or whatever, but you're going to treat me accordingly like a woman should be treated. But if they're dealing with women who feed into their ego, their toxic ego, oh, you the shit, you this, you're that, subconsciously, are they really going to respect women overall? And when they do come across a quote unquote good woman, they'll use all of her affection and love that she's pouring into him. And then the moment that he's tired, okay, I'm gonna put on the shelf. All right, let me dust off and bring it back. And that's why I respect men like Hype Beast Aaron. Shout out to him. And I'm gonna tag his name on TikTok and on my Instagram. But he pretty much said, like, if I'm not ready, I'm not going to waste a good woman's time. Now, I might waste the whole time, but a good woman, she's hard to come by, so why play games with her?